What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marvelous Statues. As always, I'm George, and today we got something that we've been waiting on for a few months to get in-house, so we're excited to get it here. This is the unboxing of the Captain America statue by Iron Studios. So without further ado, Avengers, let's get this thing assembled. All right, guys, let's get this thing cracked open. So, as I said earlier, my brother and I, we've been waiting on this one here for a few months. I think it was supposed to be here first in June, or maybe the month before June. And then, it was June. And now we made it into July. Almost thought we were going to have to go into August for this one. Thank God it showed up. Really excited to see this piece. It's our first Iron Studios piece. Now, Iron Studios gets a little bit of a bad rap over some issues that they've had with a Spider-Man statue that they had released. But, just because one statue came out wrong doesn't mean that all the statues they make are bad. So, you got to give everything a try, right? So, let's see. Shake, 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 shake. All right. So I'm going to take and give you guys the assembly and give you my initial thoughts. Now this piece is already in low stock. Online they haven't exactly said what the edition size is, so I don't really know yet. We'll find out once we get this thing open. So let me bring this thing a little bit closer, and then we can see what the box art looks like. So, not bad. Looks real cool. Really like the artwork. Got Captain America written over here. Iron Studios. Box got a little bit dinged up. That sucks. But can't prevent that with packaging. Got to look to see what the character looks like here. Civil War. This is the Civil War version. Iron Studios, Team Cap. Really nice. This thing's part of a diorama. So I didn't get the other pieces of the diorama. That would have been a whole lot. But, I'm interested in this one. And we have Captain America, or Iron Man on the way as well. So we'll get that here soon. Let's see what we got. All right. Over here. Right. Product inside. Let's start off there. What's in here? Let's get my knife out again. What we got? What we got? This looks like the base. All right. So Captain America has an edition size of 350. Let's slide this guy out. It's a very nice solid base. Give you guys a little bit of a look at what that looks like right there. Very simple. Nice little padding. Down like that. All right. I always have a hard time with the tape. All right. Spin it around here like that. Okay, so real quick, you can see that it's packaged very nice. It had this padding right here like that, so actually like that. So, it's very well protected. So that's what it looks like when you open the box. All right, so let's get on to the assembly. Start off with Cap himself. Wow. Man, this thing is nice. It's got some weight to it. I'm going to make sure I give you guys dimensions and weight before this video is over, so you guys can get an idea of what this is. Let's see. Okay. Looks like he can spin a little bit. That's kind of cool. You can have them around the way you want them. Very neat. All right. Give a little look at that. All right. Got the portrait. Looks pretty close to Chris Evans. You know, I'm not much of a collector of the movie looking characters. I kind of prefer the comic characters. So, you know, I'm not totally, they don't need to necessarily look like Chris Evans, you know. I'm okay with it looking a little bit different. All right. There you go. Got a little miniature Ant-Man. This thing's actually pretty well detailed for being so small. Okay. Next we got the arm. All right. And the shield arm. Very cool. All right, so this is going to go like that. All right. There you go. Very cool. Very neat. All right, and that's it. That's the assembly. I'm going to give a little bit of a close-up to you guys. Like I said, get some weight and my initial thoughts on the piece. And then later on, we'll take and go into a full review. All right, so before we go into my initial thoughts, let's get some dimensions on him. And I'll tell you guys how much, you know, how much he weighs and his height. And we can, way you guys can know if this guy will fit in your collection. But I gotta say that, you know, he probably is pretty easy to display. So let's see. All right, from the base down to the top of his head, it's roughly 17 3/4 inches tall, about there. He is about 13 inches deep or so. Roughly 13 inches deep. And then width-wise, let's go from the knee. You're looking at about 13, 14 inches in width. So not too bad. Pretty good size. Let's see how much he weighs. Let's move this over. All right, so this piece is roughly 15 pounds, so it's not too bad. It's pretty good, pretty decent weight. Put them back. All right, so my initial impressions of the statue is that I'm really digging the way this thing looks. I think it's pretty cool. Initially, when I first, you know, got it first, when my brother and I first saw it, I was a little bit hesitant because I feel that the pose is not really very dynamic, especially when you consider that the Iron Man statue looks like he's ready to strike, you know, and this is supposed to be Civil War, so the two of them are supposed to be fighting, and then he looks like he's very defensive. So You know, kind of wish that he was kind of like retaliating against Iron Man. But now that I see this thing in person, I think, you know, I was wrong. It looks much better than I thought that it would look. Hands down, the texture on this statue is superb. I mean, the pants and the uniform, the texturing they did here, it makes it look like the real nylon material that I guess would be in the suit. It looks fantastic. Same thing goes for like the boots. The texturing here makes it look like real leather. I like the wearing at the bottom of the boots. I think that's done very well. And then the shield is fantastic. I mean, they did a great job here with the wear and tear of the Captain America shield. Loving that. On the inside though, the strap, kind of wish, I think it was a little more tight to the forearm. It's not, it's kind of loose, although, you know, the magnet in there is holding it pretty strongly. It just, you know, just for a detail perspective, I kind of wish that it was a little bit more strap tight. I would think it would be. As for the portrait, I would say it's about a 90% likeness to Chris Evans. I think they did a good job with the paint on the face. Looks very well done. I even like how they got the red in the ears, you know, so I think that's very realistic. The lips are painted very well. I'm loving the detail of this helmet. I mean, hands down, this is probably one of my favorite Captain America suits. I think this is very, very awesome looking suit. So very cool. The base is very simple, but you know, it has this nice texture to it. Definitely looks like cement, and this looks like metal, but you know, it's all sculpted, so that's pretty cool. And then each one of the Captain America lines comes with a miniature Ant-Man, which the Ant-Man's kind of neat because you can display him pretty much anywhere you want to. I kind of wish that he had a spot that was specific, you know, maybe with like a magnet. I think that would be nicer in my opinion, but you know, if you wanted him on the shoulder, you could have him up on the shoulder. So, you know, really gives you some cool display options. So really loving this. This is a really nice piece. I think my brother's gonna be real happy. If you're on the fence with getting it, my opinion, I think it's definitely worth picking up. Like I said, it's very low stock and the others have already sold out. So if you're interested in getting this piece, I suggest that you act quickly. I left a link in the description below so that you guys can get to it if you're interested in picking this one up. All right, guys, so that's the unboxing and my initial thoughts of the Captain America statue by Iron Studios. I hope you found this informative. I hope if you were on the fence of getting this piece that I helped you make a decision. And if you had a good time, give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you ever feel like chatting. And the Marvelous Statues group is always looking for new members, so I left the links to that in the description below. We're going to be coming back at you with more unboxings, more reviews, and more news, so keep it here. And until then, see you next time.